Save here. Obviously, I just saved this one as your name, right? So there's your recipe. So you can select which recipe you want. Gonna go down here and start automatic cycle. It takes a few seconds for the ventilation to ramp up, the fans to get up to speed. And then it'll give us the reciprocator stop lack of product, and that means we're ready to go.
We're running.
Yep.
It's a good one too that I'd like to point out. I don't know what you've done. Sorry, so I'm just gonna.
Nothing.
This is the one right here.
Yeah.
Will tell you how long your machine's been on, how long it's actually been working, the downtime, how many square meters, how much paint, and how many parts you produced.
Cool.
Right. So now at the end of every day, you can export that, create a spreadsheet, and now track your production totals.
Very good.
So like I was telling you, here's the amount of paint that's wasted. So, you know, in your 1K world, if you're worried about that. So, one tip already, bad example. See, you can't really see where it's spraying water at first, and then when it goes to black, it's pretty much instant. So that water that's wasted is the same amount of paint that's wasted at the end, where there's nothing there. Let's see if
That's really not much.
see if we can unclog our tip. Not happening.
So yeah, so the biggest difference, like we say, between the two is now we've got it's these two go together, and so on and so on. So I've got 2 and 2 to make 4 guns per circuit. And the difference with the other one is, if say for example I change from white to black, it takes me only about 90 seconds to flush and reload. This one is instant because I'm switching it as a dedicated circuit.
Yeah. So each one of these blocks, you could have a gun like
Well, how it works is you go from the pumps
yeah,
to a manifold,
Yeah.
manifold to the top of the arm,
yeah.
down to one gun, daisies to the other, back up and over, down, over to the other one, back up and back to the pump. So it creates one continuous circuit with 4 guns. Okay. And so like Brett was doing yesterday, you take your dump line and you push it out, all of the stuff that's in those lines you're actually capturing. And I have a little trick that I do where I take my draw line and I actually suck a little bit of air, a couple of 2 or 3 times, put it back down. Now when I'm dumping out all my good material into my good pail, when I see the pop, now I know garbage is coming. Switch to my waste bin.
Yeah.
So I save 80% of what's in my lines.
So how many guns can you put on these?
I mean, literally, if we had the same product on all 3 guns, I could have all 12 guns swinging at once.
Oh wow.
I mean, when
Well,
you're-
different. Yeah, yeah.
You're flooding, right? But theoretically, we can daisy chain, depending upon your speed, right? Will dictate how many guns you really need. But in any scenario, up to 6 meters a minute, you can get by with 2 and 2.
Yeah. So the other guns are more about if I want to change to another color right away.
Exactly.
Boom,
So
it's
like
right there.
If I come into my recipe, so he's got PCL as his recipe up right now.
Yeah.
But if I switch to circuit 3, and circuit 3 is another set of guns, now I'm automatically ready, and as soon as it goes in, it's going to call the other pump and spray with the other guns.
I got you.
Right?
I got you.
So I talked to Steve.
Yeah.
And so Steve says, why don't you tell your customer that we'll worry about that payment when we work out our deal, and if we end up not working out a deal together,